Right then, I have absolutely no idea what's going on with the YouTube Studio live stream thing, but it's showing me a preview that is like the top left corner of the screen. But I've gone and checked on the channel, and it appears to be not doing that in the real output. If there is anyone watching, yeah, it's just showing the top left corner. So can I show you with the mouse? So all I'm seeing on the preview is like that corner, so that sort of quarter of the screen. But as I say, I've been and checked on the actual, done a live playback, and it is showing that as the full screen. So fingers crossed it's okay. Yeah, so Dyson Sphere Program. We are picking up where we left off. They did some more changes. They pushed some more updates. Oh, I've also got, you can see me here with very poor chroma keying. I did a whole test where I put the chroma key thing on and it worked perfectly. And then I come set up today and it's doing this horrible thing. And I think it's because what you have to do is your green background has to be even. So it has to be like an even colour. Otherwise it struggles to sort of pick it up. But it's weird. I clicked a setting on the camera and it showed it. Well, it suddenly became perfect when I did my test. And then that setting is still ticked. And it seems to be doing that rubbish. So I really lost my nerve with it, to be honest with you. Not nerve, my rag with it. And we'll just have to put up with a weird shimmery background to me. Anyway, where are we? So last episode we set up Yellow Science. And I made a point that I did a few trips back and forth to get the titanium from one of our neighbours. Where are you? Number Ita Arugia 4 to pick up a load of titanium that we've set up over there. And I literally just manually back and forthed it, to get all of this titanium. This should last us a good while. But as you can see, we are using it. It's not sitting there doing nothing. And what I did with that titanium, basically, in our tech tree, under the upgrades section, we have these. Oh, sorry, gone past it. We have these buffs here to our speed, our inventory size, inventory capacity. They required the Yellow Science, but they're not particularly interesting. And I just left the game running, basically, while I did a few of these. I paused it so that it didn't do this one. Energy circuit, so that we would at least see some of it. But basically, I've done, is it 1, 2, 3, 4, I think? Or no, so that one as well. So we've got 3 inventory upgrades we've done. And these ones here, oh sorry, this one here and this one here, yeah, they both give 2 lines of inventory. So, that one is equivalent to both of those. And the mech frame, we've got the next one, but we require purple. There we require purple and green. This one requires purple. That requires purple. That's what we're doing. Obviously, we could do that one as well, but it requires level 4, which of course is blocked by purple. Drone engines, I might as well stick them on and drive engine as well. Can I do the next level? Nope. That requires purple. I could do that one, except it requires Mech Core 4 as well. I've not got any blockers on those, have I? So I could potentially do that one. 2 more drones. So we could add that one on as well. And that'll be us basically buffed until we get purple, which will allow us to do Mecha Core, which then kind of unlocks all the rest of the ones, although some of them require green as well. Down here, I was making a whole point that this one, research speed, these two, we could do a lot of them before we unlock the relevant technology, which is over here. Now, I don't know if they changed... I don't think they changed the relationship. I think it actually always required these, but I think they may have added this as a description, because I wasn't aware you needed to have done that research first. But what we will do is when these buffs are done, we'll do that. Well, we can't, as you see, we can't do that one because we require a thruster. Thruster is this one here, but to do that one we need hydrogen fuel rods. So we'll add on hydrogen fuel rods, thruster, and planetary logistics, which should fill our queue. Oh no, I think we could potentially have one more in the queue, but we'll leave it there. Now, what we're actually going to do while this is chunking through, we may have to do another, or I may have, oh, well I might as well show you there. So this is now our inventory. It's much, much bigger. This was, you know, I was almost full before, so I've now got 1, 2, 3, 4 extra rows from where I left it off last time. Yeah, so what we want to do, really, is start building up... Well, I've got a couple of options, actually. What we could do is go and, you know, put the taps on these various things and put our you know, poles in and all that sort of stuff. I want to do all that so that they're all ready to be exploited. But also, have we got anything else we can make? So I've got some sort of rough setup for most of these. I've not got the plasma exciter, so we could sort of set up some production for that. Let's go over to our production area, which I'm going to get lost again, aren't I? Let's see, up here. Yeah, here we go. So plasma exciters do need prisms, but we can always make some more prisms, you know, in addition to these, because this is a bit trapped. You see, the other thing we could do is basically not so much, well, kind of tear this up. Excuse me. You know, because this is not good. It's a bit of a pain in the arse, and of course I didn't have splitters when I was doing this, so we could tear that up, and we could build it somewhere else. What I've been doing on my test planet is using these. I've actually, my version of the solar belt, a lot of people do, is I've put wind turbines around the central belt. It would require us, though, to do quite a lot of land filling. So it's another thing it feels like possibly I should do off stream, because this is roughly our equator here, and you can see all the water. But one of the benefits of doing this is it kind of helps you find things. So we know at the moment they haven't got any way of, you know, I can't put a pin down and mark, right, here's my, you know, belt production or something. So a way of helping you navigate, and like, you know, you've seen me if you've watched any of these previous episodes, flying around, getting lost basically. And by having it in the quarters, it helps you both sort of organise things and basically, you know, navigate round where you are, because you can always find one of these lines and go up or down the line. And when you're flying over here up this line, you can see sort of most of the globe. So it's actually a good way of sort of helping you navigate round. So yeah, we've got all sorts of tasks we could do. You know, I could landfill this and you know, put some turbines there. We could put belts around a belt of turbines around the planet. We could develop. I'm making solar panels on the other planet, I think, aren't I? I can't really check that from here. No, I can't really check that from here. So I'm making solar panels on the other planet, so we could go over there and sort of set up our big solar array that we'll need to keep the planet running. What I would quite like to do, because we've got all these buffs to run through, basically, and they're going to take us... Oh, the other thing I did do is I actually slightly increased the number of labs we've got doing research. So we've got these labs here now, and it doesn't like they're getting any resources. Now why is that? I suspect because it's not quick enough to pull them in, is it? No, you can see it's tapping up and down, and this is obviously working as quick as it can. But oh, we do have level 3s. Okay, I bet I can't hand make any of them. No, because I need what? Oh, we don't even have that technology. Turbines. Alright, where's turbines then? It must be... Because I think... I don't want to go and do the solar panels on the other planet, really, because we want I want the accumulators first. Because, you know, then I can build a solar array and an accumulator array and, you know, use that rather than do the whole, you know, belt around a planet thing. But where's our... It's not deuterium, it's not going to be in that, is it? So where's turbines then? You'd think we'd be getting it before thrusters. Be a requirement or something for them. Ah! It's this, isn't it? So we have to do that soon as well. I wish you could... And maybe you can. You can take them out of the queue by right-clicking on them. Well, I'll just show you that. So just right-clicked on it and it moved it. You don't appear to be able to move things up and down the priority. There's no, you know, if you click on it, it just goes. There's no up-down button, or, you know, clicking and dragging doesn't do anything. So in order to, you know, rearrange it, you have to completely delete everything and start again. Now we'll just leave that going. So I can't actually make level 3s. So can I improve the transfer? I mean, what I could do is I could move that over. This one I can probably do no problem anyway. There you go, so I can do that one. This one as well? Oh right, I've put this in the wrong place, haven't I? That's the problem. I wonder if I was intending to have... No, that wouldn't make sense. Maybe it does actually. Maybe I'd intended originally to put those down there. Okay, so what we can do then, pick that up. And if we put it there, what does that look like? So if we belt this round, oops, and put, say, inputs, outputs, oh, of course it's not got any stuff in it. And I need my little just in case space. Are you pumping them in quick enough now? Yeah, you've started working. Cool, okay. So now, what I basically did, I only had 3 I think, and I had sort of added these extra ones on top. But as you can see, it's not really... I mean, what you can do, it's a bad thing in Factorio. You shouldn't buffer in Factorio really, because you kind of... That's our upgrade there. You're kind of causing performance issues basically for the game, really. But here it seems to be a fairly easy way of doing it, particularly since you can do huge swathes of the tech tree when you upload, when you've got, you know, red and blue science, as I was saying before. So really, it's better to sort of pace your actual production. So, you know, do the ones you sort of need or want right now, and then let it buff. You know, don't do any research. You can do upgrades like I'm doing, but don't do any research, and then queue them up when you're ready to do your next part. It's also particularly true. This game has the same issue with Factorio, where because you can unlock so many technologies, you end up basically with too much to produce. You know, it becomes a bit overwhelming. You're sort of like, well, I don't know, you know, I've got a far too big a list of things I need to make compared to, you know, where I am in the tech tree. And you can get very easily overwhelmed and be like, well, okay, what do I build next? And just get lost and frustrated with the game. So I'm very much a sort of advocate for pacing research in Factorio as well. Right, so what do we actually want to do this episode? It's only 20 minutes in and I'm finally deciding what I want to do. How much? Because what I was going to do, I was going to make some of these, wasn't I? Some magnets and prisms. Yeah, I think that would be okay for us to just quickly add on. So where are we going? You go again, you see I've gotten lost. Is it this way? Oh. Okay, so yeah, we do have prisms, but they're there. So what we want to try and do is get our glass out. Now, our glass is actually being made on a line we could potentially do a... Excuse me. We could potentially do a, you know, a proper splitter off of. But how would that work for us? That'd be a bit of a pain. Unless maybe we could do the old-fashioned splitter and take it off down here. But then how are we getting magnets? Where have we got magnets? There are magnets there. Yeah, okay. Do I have magnets on one that I do? Why don't we instead, rather than this, rather than that, if we pick up all of this and we instead have... Do these have a ratio on them? How does it needs 2. Take 2 seconds to make. And they require 3 and take 2 seconds to make. So really we should have 2 to make them, but yeah. So what I'm thinking, you see, is we basically go over the top and sort of snake something around here. You know, make... so what we could do... Could we? Yeah, so we could output these into one of them. Then into there. But have another one on the side. So... Oops. Let's go down. And we need some power. Fit in because reasons. So this will be making these lads, and it will be taking them. It's probably not a quick enough thing, but that'll do. And this will have up to 3 in it. and it will. So we need to connect this. Come on, work with me here. Okay, so if we... there needs to be a splitter, doesn't it, really? I suppose. What sort of splitter do we want? We could just do an ordinary one. But what I could also do is do something like this, if it'll let me. So that's another upgrade. If we do that sort of splitter, will that work? Overseas. Maybe if we do that one. Yeah, that'll probably work properly. So you're gonna... Is that okay for you to go into? No? What about if we go to that one? There we go. And then we come out of there. Oh, I need to... No? That way. And out of there. I really like the splitters in this game. They're sort of they completely auto-adapt. So they're more like... well, they're kind of magic in a way. So it doesn't matter what direction you put things in and out. They'll just automatically, you know, do whatever it is they're intended to do, if you see what I mean. So you want to make prisms, and you want to make prisms. So you should be receiving everything you need. I can put some of these ones I grabbed, can't I, back? Don't need to be carrying quite so many prisms. Now, you need somewhere to put your stuff, so why don't we get you to put it... Nope, because there's a thing in the way. Okay. Well, let's put it here. And we need somewhere to output. So, we want, what, a couple of stacks, maybe? Not sure how many they stack to. Right, so that's the thing we can... The extra thing we can make, being made. Crystal silicon, we don't need, but that's kind of why I set up, I think I set up some silicon production on our other planet. Plastic we're making, graphene rather, we could make. I'm not making that anywhere, am I? No. I don't think I'm making that anywhere. It's not using any of the recipes we're currently making. As you can see, it's made from the old energetic carbon and a bit of sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid is made from refined oil, stone, and water. Right, so should we attach that to our current production, or actually I might not have very much fuel myself actually. Yeah, it's a while since I grabbed some stuff. So is there there's a crude oil there, a stone there. Ooh, you don't have any fuel. Why do you not have any fuel? Because there's not enough fuel coming through. There's gaps in that. Why are there gaps in that? Oh yeah, they added the smelter noise. It's quite intense. I'm not sure why there are gaps in it if that's all stacked up. Oh, because this is taking some now. Okay. Okay, we should really upgrade the belt for that. I don't think I can actually make the belt upgrade if we haven't got them. It's weird it gives you these upgrades without that is conditional and that's a research that's, you know, somewhere else, as it were. Not a lot I can do about that, really. Because it's not that this isn't making enough graphene. It's that not enough is getting along to these. The flickering thing is we're at maximum power, so that's really what we should do, isn't it? We should make some more power, but really to do it a justice and not Heath Robinson it, we need. I mean, I could sort of Heath Robinson it in a very simple way, which is I could put a splitter in here. What type of splitter? Oh, need foundation support, eh? And we don't really want the decoration. Bump that up. And we want that sort of splitter. We want inputs there and there, up there. And what we can simply do is we can have this add itself on. Actually, it would be better to have that add on later, wouldn't it? As a sort of a. Why aren't you doing that? As a sort of a refill, if you see what I mean. So if you have it add on here, and we can set the priority on this to be that one. So make sure it pushes stuff that way, and then when there's excess, it feeds it round as well as like a top up. And that way, we can add a bit more smelting. Because we know that a single line smelters are quite loud, aren't they? A single line of coal or any resource is going to be basically used up by 6 smelters. So, assuming there's enough coal coming in, which probably isn't quite given this Heath Robinson arrangement, should supply everything we need, or should supply 2 full belts. So in reality, it probably won't. Because reasons. Oops, no, you don't want to do that. You want to put on the belt. Has everyone got an in and out? I think so. So really, we should be using higher speed belt because it's double the capacity basically. Right, so that should have boosted up our production. Research result 100,000 megas. Yeah, so that's our sale speed. Something else we can do is we can burn hydrogen. I don't know how much hydrogen we got spare. I prefer to generally use it. I mean, it's filling up, isn't it? I generally prefer to make sure it's being used for science, certainly at this stage. But we could literally set up a one of our crude oil veins for what's going on now? Oh, sorry. I thought it was a full thing coming in, but it's not. It's got gaps in it. You know, we could set up one of these and literally just have it sort of making hydrogen. Well, actually, what we could do, since we want to make a bit of graphene and sulfuric acid and that, if we find a crude oil that's next to some stone and near some water, because you get carbon when you do this process. Oops. When you do this process, you get some carbon out of it. So if there's one, so we want oil, stone, near water. So have we got something like that? Stone, oil, water, with also some coal. Okay, so we come over here. Make ourselves a bit of an area to make some graphene, some sulfuric acid, and we can burn the hydrogen as well. Yeah, okay, let's do that. So I could potentially use 2 of them if it's. The only tricky bit with this is there's not a lot of land. I don't have a lot of. I could make some more, but it's quite sort of resource intensive. So if we have, what have I actually got on me? I haven't got any oil refineries on me, so if I make some more of them, so let's make, say, 6 of them. Have I got an oil extractor? Yeah, but we've got 3 things over here, might as well plop them down. So, if we have that come out in that, no, we have it come out, say, there, and we can stick it straight into a tank. We can then. Oh, it's still making them, is it? Yeah. So I can. Oh, I haven't got any. Let's make some more of them then. So we have some of that there, and then perhaps we make some smelters as well, sort of top it up. I'm just trying to think how best to arrange it, basically. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a pain in the bum. I might need to do some building. Not building. Land filling. Around here, maybe. So we can fill that in. Like that. Maybe take that out. Yeah, okay. Gun. Pop this on here, come on. I've got another one over here. Right, so we want. Should give us the room we need, I hope. put one there. And I'd quite like to put one on this side so that it's a bit sort of out of the way. Let's have... how can I do that? So if I have both of them sort of feed into something sort of out of the way here. So a small one of them. And both feed into that. Be nice to put a wind turbine in there if we can. Yeah, that'd be good. One in there. Yeah. One in here as well, maybe. Yeah, that'll do. So we want to feed that in. Feed that in. And feed it out maybe over there. We'll have to see. Don't imagine I can get a... no. Okay. And we can plop a couple on here as well. Do that. Maybe something like that. Have them both output to a chesticle here maybe, or maybe there. So let's pop down the wind turbines first. Maybe. No, too close, eh? Okay. Construction drones. Feed in. Oh, you're not powered. Why are you not powered? Can I get a bit closer? But that's not powered, so if I put one in there. Okay, and then this would come out of here somewhere maybe? Actually thinking it might be better to put it a bit further over, use the water. Something like that maybe. What level did I only put a level 1 on there, didn't I? Let's make that a level 2. Okay. So if this is the oil coming out, then we can have it come out there and here. Depending on how much room we're needing. So this at 1.87. How long does that process take? That takes... So that's... Oh wait, if that requires 2 every 2, so it's 1 per second. So can that only support... It's not even 2, is it? Okay. So maybe we'll need to use one of them as well. It's not a lot, that. So we want, say... it's going to be a good place to put them so that... So if this is doing that, then we want, we want that there. And we can insert that there still. Okay. High energy fuel rods, cool. Okay. So, if that's that needs to output. That is right, isn't it? That recipe. I haven't misunderstood that. So it requires 2 every 4 seconds, which is 1 every 2 seconds, and this is outputting 2 a second. So it can support 2. Let's do that again. Sorry. So. To run one machine, you need 1 every 2 seconds, so half of 1 a second. This is producing 2 a 2 a second. So actually, we can support 4 machines, right? Well, we can't. It's not quite enough to support 4. But near us, damn it. Okay, so the question really is which side am I going to put things on? How are we going to arrange all of this? Because we don't want to make the mistake we did before of sort of pinning ourselves in too closely, and it needs to be the other way around, doesn't it? I think. Is that right? Yeah, because we've got the carbon coming out of the other end. No, that's fine, isn't it? I haven't got any. Let's make 4 more. Yeah, because this is going to output crude oil and hydrogen. Obviously, I need to decide which side I'm putting it on. The point is we want a bit of room. Let's use a chemical plant as a spacer. Oh, I can't. So we've got that amount of room, say. Now which way do I want to take each one? So if I take the hydrogen... actually, should I raise the hydrogen up? Would that be a bit easier? I think that's probably going to be a bit easier if I raise the hydrogen up. You raise me up like hydrogen. So that's hydrogen, that's crude oil, that's hydrogen. And we get rid of that. We raise up hydrogen and it gives us a bit of room, which was about there, wasn't it? And we take that way. To be thoroughly out of the way. It can be quite difficult sometimes to see it in 3-dimensional space. You know, to sort of get your head around it. What's connecting and what isn't, and all that sort of stuff. Right, so this then... I need to take the belt down. So this is our crude oil coming out. Refined oil rather than not crude oil. So we take this down now. Actually, let's take it down. Why have you lost your connection? Right, so we do that. And then get down to ground, say there. This will have a hydrogen storage tank. This will be, are we on ground? Yeah, we're on ground. This will be hydrogen coming out of here, which we're just going to burn. Ultimately, we might convert it to deuterium. But not for the time being. So, we want... Oh, I've not got any yet. I want, say... I don't know, 5 of them, say. So this will be high up. That recipe needs to be that one. And we need to pop the remaining 2 of those down. Oops. He punted me out of the way. Come on. There we go. Right. So. Oh, that's right. I've not put the... Oh, it's that one, isn't it? Yeah. No. What? Oil refinery. There we go. What? Did that... That didn't make sense to me. The bit I've forgotten to do is the carbon. Carbon. We need the carbon coming out of here somewhere. And carbon is what we're converting to graphene as well, isn't it? So we do need both of these coming out. So can I fit it under there? So if I take this up and over, maybe. So we go 2 levels with this one. Like that. And then connect them up there. Belt, sorry, go down. Now this is carbon, which obviously potentially need to bolster with a bit of carbon coming out of there. That we do, but I want the priority to be on them. So it may be better with a splitter. But also, I mean, that's not right anyway. That's needs to be. Should I turn the power grid off? Stop it flickering away. Like that. So yeah, so this needs to be. That's the crude oil coming in. Oh, there's our thruster. Another thing for us to make. And out of here, we wanted hydrogen. And so, is that right? Yeah, hydrogen. This is hydrogen. That's hydrogen. And that's hydrogen. And that's hydrogen. So then this is refined oil. Refined oil. Refined oil, refined oil, and then of course we have this arrangement here that, oh, I need to offset these, don't I? Silly William. That's right, I remember now. That's why we needed the space. Because we've only got 3 inputs, but we've got 4 things we want to do. Right, so what you would have coming in there, because this wait a minute, this takes in hydrogen, doesn't it, and refined oil, yes, okay. So you want the hydrogen coming in there, the hydrogen coming in there, the hydrogen coming in there, the hydrogen coming in there. Can I do it out there or out there? Oh, I haven't put the filters on. So, oh. I should really space these out more, shouldn't I? Then we are working on a relatively small bit of land, and we don't want to landfill everything just yet. Right, so we'd fill those bits of belt in, and now I need to apply filters. So this, well, I don't need a filter on that because it's just hydrogen coming in. Wait, that's hydrogen. Yeah, it's hydrogen coming in and out. And I didn't do the filter again. Hydrogen. So then this would be, so this one should be hydrogen coming in, and that is hydrogen coming out, and this is hydrogen coming out, and that's it going in. So then this is hydrogen coming in, and that's it going out. Does that not require... Yeah, it needs crude oil as well. Refined oil. So, pop them in. And this wants to be carbon. Oh, no. Yeah, it really needs blueprinting, this game. So that should be foundation support. In fact, might as well sort of fill that out really, mightn't I? Let's plop that there. So that'll be the crude oil, and this will be carbon. And what I was thinking about there was setting up a splitter to do the combination. I'm using a priority on it. Does that work? Because I could also have it go along there, coming from the... In fact, let's do that. Let's do that. And we have... What's it going to do there? Okay. We have an input there and one there. So this is going to be let's have that one over. Might be a bit less land filling. And we want some smelters. We just put 3 in, I think. Let's make sure we've got the room for 6, so actually that's in the wrong place. So if I put that there. So there's room for 6. And take this right here. And this is... So these are going to make carbon for us as well. Planetary logistics system. So here we go. We get the triple speed belts, but we don't even have the, you know, magnetic lev technology that would get us, you know. I shouldn't have connected that. Didn't mean to do that. Let's do that. Okay. So that's that. Okay, so if we put a turbine or 2, you gonna let me put one in? Provide a little bit of power, and we could connect them there, I guess, with another turbine. But we want really, oops, oh, I've not got any. Not really to connect with these. I appear to be a bright orange colour. I really don't understand what's going on with all the settings. I'm not a bright orange colour in real life. I wonder if that's to do with white balance. I was having a lot of trouble with white balance. If only... Can I configure that while it's running? Turn that off. Don't think that makes any difference, does it? No. I just appear to be a bright orange colour. Maybe I am bright orange and I don't realise it. Okay. So can I place this somewhere? Not there, I can't. Plop it there. Connect it across. No, you're not going to let me connect it across. Of course you... Oh! There we go. Pop that there. So that connects us to our main grid. Oops. Right, so if I connect all this up now, because I want to do that. So if I connect the power now, let's connect it all up, might as well. So you're producing a bit of oil. Levitation technology. There we go. So we can now make upgraded belts. Working. That's you working. Hydrogen going that way, so we'll get that in. And we should have our power things now. just do... Let me... I've only got 4 of them. I thought I made 5. Oh well. Are you automatically connected? I don't think you are you? No. Put one, say... Will that connect? That'll connect. And we... So that should be burning hydrogen now. Okay. Right. So do I don't really need this here, do I? So I'm going to need to pop a temporary one of you so that I can get rid of that. Have I got any other fluids in my inventory? No, I bet I've not got any. No, I have got 3 water pumps, okay. So, we've got everything now, I think, to make both sulfuric acid and graphene, haven't we? Let's check. So, we make graphene using rods and sulfur. We make sulfur using stone, water, and refined oil. Are both made in chemical plants? I can't remember. I think they are. Chemical facility, chemical facility. Now, how do we want to do this? Because don't know really need sulfuric acid. You know, I don't need to be taking it anywhere else. I can use it all to make graphene. And it really only requires so if I made three things, I would need 3 a second, and 4 takes 6 seconds. So that's quite slow, isn't it? So if I only had, say, 1 of those, then I would only need 1 a second, which is still two machines. Because it takes 6 seconds to make 4, so 1 takes, what is it, 1.5 seconds, is it? So it's quite slow making sulfuric acid. Because we could just set up a line that is... I was hoping to direct insert, that's why I was saying all that. But it's fine if we don't. It looks like we're going to need a lot of chemical labs though, so we might as well make some of them. Oh, I can't. Should we go and restock? Let's go and grab some stuff. Okay, so let's grab some of them. How much steel we got? Not much, I would imagine. I could actually... no, I'll leave it. I was going to say I could make some more thingamies, but you know, production things, not production things, terraforming things. Let's just grab some of them, might as well. Belts, do I need more belts? Probably not, but get some anyway. smelty pops. Is that everything? I didn't grab any of the stuff down there. So we'll get some of that. This stuff here. Don't really need them. Oh well. Might as well stick them back actually. And need some of these though. Got you. So we'll get one of you. One of you. Flatten everything off. Could probably get some more carbons for myself. Where's our... Is that a power facility over there? It isn't, but we can grab some of these. Oh wait, this is where we were... Oh, right next to it. Okay. So... Did I not make some chemical plants? Oh no, I couldn't, could I? Didn't have the stuff. So, if we... Because I can get rid of these. Get them out of the way. For the time being. Although, might be worth putting that there, I guess. Yeah, that'll do us. That keeps that running. So if we say that we output carbon there, we can't because it doesn't work. So what if we just go with the natural line? So that's carbon, and this is the chemical plant, or one of the chemical plants making graphene. Also needs sulfuric acid, which we discovered we can't really direct insert. So if we have a second... Actually what we could do, we could have this line come this way. We can have this be graphene, if that works with outputs. Yeah, that works. So it's making graphene, it's taking carbon from there, taking sulfuric acid from there, and let's put it the other way so that we know what we're doing. This, if this is the recipe for, because it's got 3 inputs, isn't it? So actually, probably better off if we put that up there, and then this is probably need to offset them so that we don't have too many issues. So yes, this is making sulfuric acid for us. So it'll be taking oil from there and outputting the acid there. If I did have another one there, would that work? Could I? Yeah, that would work. Because that one can go there, and that one can go there. So the other things this needs are water and stone. And of course we've got the stone here. And we can grab water here. Don't actually know. I can't remember rather how many it takes to fill a bell with water. It's a few, it's not, they don't produce it very quickly. So, if I wanted 3 machines making graphene, how many sulfuric acids do I need? So, we're talking about outputting, whoops, get out of the way, outputting there and inputting there. So this then is going to be the graphene. Graphene's another one where you don't really need it until you really need it. You suddenly need loads of it, having not really needed any. Okay, so those are the machines making graphene, so they need input. Oh, what I missed. Oh, I see. Okay. So input there of the actual sulfuric acid, but we need to do maths again. So if we're making, well, we got 3 machines, so we're actually making 6, I guess. But we're probably not supplying enough graphene, carbon to do it, but we need 3 sulfuric acid per second, right? So we need 3 a second, and it takes 6 seconds to make 4. So if we had 6 machines, we would be making 4 a second, and we need 3. So probably 5 machines will do us, won't we? We need 3 sulfuric acid per second, so 6 machines. So if I just make 6 machines, and one of them will be probably not doing anything. I'm gonna need one more down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. Right, so where can we put the things that they'll connect up properly? One there, oh. Thing. There. And then one there, and don't need that one. These need a recipe. Okay. So what water-wise, how do we are they going to tell me? Because I don't think water's on. It's not something I can look at here. Do these have our details on the output? Water pump 55 per minute. So it's just under 1 a second, isn't it? And a belt carries 6 a second. Up to, doesn't it? 6 per second. So we might need a few machines, but what do we actually need? If we got 6 sulfuric acid, then we need 4 water per second. So really we need 4 water pumps, blimey. Feels like massive overkill, this. So we don't really need graphene as such.
Oh, I haven't connected the connected the oil either. Or the graphene. We're doing well. So you need stone. All around it. If we put... No, I'll just connect it. I could have put a... I was going to think about putting a splitter or something, but what the heck. Oh, it looks like they need quite a lot of stone, do they? Oh yeah, it's 8 stone, crikey. Crikey. So that's not going to be enough, is it, really? This output. So... in fact, is this belt speed going to be high enough? So that's a full belt, but is that enough to supply all of the stone that we need? So that fills up there. So fill up now as much as it can. Oh, you've not got, what have you not got? Refined oil. That's because I've got your things on the wrong way around. You need to input there, output there. Oh, and it's stacking up. I've probably got my maths wrong and it doesn't make sense, but it is stacking up on the belt, so that's fine. We have graphene. Okay. Let's take some of it then. Now, what did we make? We made... not made, what did we research? We researched some stuff. So we researched planetary logistics, which gives us the planetary logistics stations, the max level conveyor belts, and our logistics drones. We also researched the whole thruster thing, didn't we? Yeah, so we got hydrogen fuel rods. Oh, I should have been... okay. But they take titanium, don't they? I'd rather use our titanium in research for the time being. And the thrusters, which are just steel and copper, basically. And these lads
are a couple of thrusters, and then the whole circuit's an iron thing. They're electrically powered. You don't have to provide them with any fuel or anything. Well, I mean, you have to provide them with electricity, but... What do we want to do then? Because I won't be able to make them, because they need the circuit things, the like high-level circuits, which are down here. Processors, that's them. So I need to do semiconductor materials. See, this is where silicon comes in, and silicon, of course, is another thing we're really making only in bulk off-planet. So it's a sort of a, you know, a bit of a feedback loop to it, in the sense that this is where we want to get to as soon as we can. But in order to make these, you know, well, there you go. You need like the high-strength titanium. And of course titanium is being made on the other planet, so and as you can see there, it requires sulfuric acid, so our other planet doesn't have sulfuric acid on it because it doesn't have any oil. So I can't see any other, you know, path through it unless you lucked out and got some planet with loads of titanium and oil, and I suspect they've designed it so that you can't get that. So we're going to be manually ferrying sort of titanium and silicon, I think. Or certainly titanium anyway. So should I do those research? What I'm pondering about is we can now research these buffs. Yeah? I think we could research that one as well. These buff the Mark III cargo, you know, the inserters basically, and they get really like ridiculously powerful, to the extent that bigger gaps and just become irrelevant basically, and you can if you can feed it, it'll stick it in basically. So what I'm thinking, you see, is we research these. In fact, I might do that first, actually, because this reduces the amount of... Well, it increases the speed of your miners, but also reduces the amount of stuff you use. So I think we'll do that one. It takes a while. And then we'll do these buffs here. So we'll do that one... it sort of doesn't matter, I don't think, the order, because I can't really make level 3s without the... Oh wait, did I do the maglev thing? I did, didn't I? Yeah, so we could make these in theory. Because what I'm thinking is I want to set up a production area that makes, you know, belts basically, and you know, if I can fiddle it around, because I've been trying to come up with a half decent design that makes belts and the sorters, but also makes, you know, some of the components related to those as well. So it's like it's the equivalent of what I was trying to do with the bus, you know. So it's making components and the most important, you know, buildings in, you know, a nice compact area. So a bit mallish, bit bussy, you know, that sort of idea. And then we have a separate area that produces sort of power, and possibly our key, you know, production facilities. Because one of the things I found with, you know, like oil extractors, you've only got like 10, or I don't know, no, it's more than that, it's about 15 or so on your entire planet. So why make? You don't need an automation for oil extractors because you've got 15. You know, it's. I'm sure other planets in other solar systems have loads or whatever, but yeah. So we can have one area that's making all of our belts, and also the associated components, and then another area that's making, you know, these sorts of things. Because one of the things with these don't need the circuits, yeah. So they may require basically everything else. So you've got the iron, the cogs, the upgraded motor things, and these I don't even know what it calls them. Oh, I can't make them, so I can't actually do that. What technology is that in there? So if we need that, if we need them, where are they? It's down. Is it reinforced thrusters? No. Particles. Oh, here we go. Super magnetic field generator. So what does it actually call them? Super magnetic ring. But you see, they need carbon and magnets basically, as well as the preceding thing, so they don't need circuits. And then you got them. Oh, they need circuits. Okay, so we could make them as well. But that's motors, you see, and that's the better motors. So the basic components are all used in our sorters, because we need them, don't we? Plasma exciters. We need them to make them, don't you? No, you don't. We need graphene there. But you don't need plasma exciters, okay. So given we're making graphene here, because we've got copper or what I'm thinking, you see, is if we segment the map, I fill this in, we segment the map. Sorry, I got cramp in my leg. Yeah, so if we segment the map and I put a thing there, then I could build. Where are the? So if that's up there. So it looks like that would be a segment, and we could build our. Because I could landfill all of this as well. Oh, bloody hell! We could landfill all of this and sort of basically build our, have our inserter belt production area here. Yeah, okay. Okay. That sounds like a bit of a plan. You can actually burn hydrogen in your mech as well. How much power capacity do we have? 90. So there isn't that much headroom, really. What I think I'll do, I'll go and set up, if I can, a production area for the landfill stuff. Is that going to be possible? So we want steel in it, you see, and the bricks. Could I route that round somewhere? I probably could, couldn't I? Because I can have a little machine here, mayhaps, and I can run this. No, I can't, because you're in the way. Okay. What about if we go like that? What about that? And then we need to. Could I put an inserter, a splitter in here somewhere? I probably could, couldn't I? Is that the best way of doing it? Thinking if we do that, maybe. Doesn't need to be fast, this or anything, so that's not a problem. Why won't you? Oh dear. I bet there's not enough room for a chest now. No, there we go. Why have you not got anything? Oh, because I'm not doing an output. That's why. So that's Vane's utilisation done. They're quite quick, I think, aren't they, to make? Right, so you need... Yeah, very quick. It needs higher level inserters, definitely. Why is that so slow? Is it power running out? No. Oh, I put that on the wrong one. Haha. Longer. Yeah, so I probably need 2, since we're not really in a position to do level 3s. Okay, that's better. If we limit this to, I don't know, 3 stacks or so. They actually stack huge, these. It's like stacks to 100, I think. It might be 1,000 actually. If it's 1,000, that's... Yeah, I think it's 1,000, I think. Right. Didn't use any of them. Stone. Used. Nope. Just top them off just for the sake of it. So the other things we've learned how to make are the whole thrusters and logistics drones. But we can't make the circuits for them. That needs titanium. We could make a few of those to make our life ever so slightly easier, I think, because they require magnets and motors. So we could put a production thing in here and feed it from there and do a sort of a cannibalizing thing here that won't fit. Collide with other object. Collide with other object. Okay. You must be colliding with another object then. Will any of you let me plop down? No? No? Brilliant. Maybe if I just move that. Will you let me do it now? Yes. Ish. No. Ish. Yes. Ish. No. So what I was going to do is that, and then pop that one down, and have you make them, and plop them in a chest next door. Too close. Okay, well, couple of secs. So it's quite slow, but whatever. There's not much point in me doing that, really, is there? If I'm only inserting it with a single level. Okay, so I'll have a stack of them, or two. So, but everything else kind of requires... I mean, we could make thrusters and logistics drones. Well, we could make thrusters anyway, relatively easily. The thing I'm in an iron about earlier on was whether I should stack up all of these upgrades for the logistics drones, because we can do them, you know, preemptively almost. This is kind of what I was saying last episode, last stream, about about how you can do these buffs before you really even do the thing you're buffing. Because that even buffs the logistics vessels up like that. So you can definitely buff them before you do the associated research. Logistic vessel, and you can buff them twice as well there. Yeah, okay. Let's do at least a couple of these. Have them stacked up. Do one of them, say. How many of those can we actually do? 3. Okay. I'll just leave that stacked up there, so they're at least buffed by the time we come to use them. I can't make the circuits. That's what I'm researching. No. Why am I not researching that? Right, let's take them off then. So let's do them too. And then do the buffs. And actually what I'll do them like that. And yeah, let's leave it there, because what could I get 3 on? No, Q4. So I'll do a cycle each of them. Are you full up? Oops. Supermagnetic field generator. Okay. So that's them. And they're carbon and magnets, which we don't have over here at all. Oh, plus some of these. Yeah, it's starting to feel like this. Where the heck is it? No, that's not it. No, that is it. So this thing here where I'm making graphene, Although I'm probably taking it the wrong way, and we'll have to sort of spaghetti it round if we can. But it feels like, because we could always feed this oil in. You know, that's in the way, but I can move it, you know, fairly easily once I've got nice stacks of stuff. Or I can even put them up here. And we can semiconductor material. That was quick. Okay. And we can potentially feed these oil in, because there's another oil there. And have it all coming this way. And then I need to do loads of land filling over here. And sort of, we can use the fact that we've got, it's only a small copper thing though, isn't it, really? But the whole point of this is to get ourselves set up for logistics production, which will enable, you know, basically we can put logistics, I don't know what they call the towers, and have our drones move stuff around. So there, that one's actually quite small. It doesn't, you know, it shouldn't matter too much. And besides, it's not, the logistics stuff isn't too copper intensive. Yeah, I like that plan. Now all I've got to do is remember it next time I stream. Because I'm probably not going to get the chance again to do any work on this between the next time, you know, before I do stream next time, which will be tomorrow afternoon again. Okay, so what I could do is, how much do I want to make some thrusters? No, because we can't make the other thing yet. Yeah, these must stack to 1,000. Crikey. Okay, so if I go and fill in the pole, am I heading the right way? No, I'm not heading the right way. Must be a hole over here. Let's go and landfill the pole. Pole must be here. Is that right? No. How have I managed to do that? I've gone in the wrong direction again. How am I managing to do that? Oh, it's because it's the south pole. Is that what's confusing me? I think that's what's confusing me. I was looking at this and sort of trying to head north, I think. I got really confused there. Anyway, let's plop down some foundations. How big are you going to be? Oops. Oh, what am I out of? It uses them at an enormous rate. It doesn't seem to quite make sense. Didn't I have 300 of them? I haven't laid down 300. I don't know. You don't have to be flying, anyway. Six left. One. Okay. Let's go get some more. Now let's see if I can. I was literally right next to it, so I don't know. What a plonker. It's only 50. Okay. Very generous. Let's see if we can find a good distance. Stuff again. I could put down my things. Oh. Have I put it? Oh, I put a thingy in the middle. Okay. And then cardinal directions, I guess. Okay. Doobie-doobie-doo. Let's make a few of them. And then, so it must have been, wasn't there a thing where it was 2 out or something? Because that's too close, isn't it? Yeah. That's 2 out, I bet it's actually 1 out. So, 1 out, would that work? Is that the same line? Yeah, that's the same line. There? Processor research complete. Okay. So we could stack up another round of these, couldn't we? So what order am I doing them in? That one, and that one. Have to wonder how much titanium I've still got. And then this was 2 out, wasn't it? There. There. Lovely diamond. Okay. What did I do? I think I connected it based on the solar things, sorry, wind turbines, but I think I had more of them. Okay. I hope this stream hasn't been in vain and that YouTube's done something weird with the zooming. So I have no idea why it's just showing me a quarter of the screen. On the preview. I did do a refresh and stuff and it's just not worked. I don't know. I don't know. But then who understands the vagaries of YouTube really? I don't even think the people who work at YouTube understand YouTube. At times. That's got to be right, isn't it? So that is the equator line, I think. tell actually because it's got the the coordinates. So now we're at 90 degrees. I mean, let's see if I can get it even closer. So we're at 0 degrees, 9 degrees north. So we're ever so slightly north, ever so slightly south. But the other bit is the east, 90 degrees east. So as we go up here, we head towards one of the other. Effectively, the Greenwich meridian is here. So this is the sort of Greenwich meridian point. Right. So I can plot this in here, couldn't I? As well. So that line round there. Could do, but again, there's no land there. That should connect. Yeah, it connects. And should we try this one here as well? Should be that line. And then there, where there's no water again. So that's our first buff to our logistics. Cool. Okay. Now, so that's that stuff there. What is this? Is this the power production? No, it's just that I've mined it already. Trying to think a bit where best to put our production. Would make sense to do it here, but it means creating a hell of a lot of landfill. It's only making it quite slowly. Okay. What time is it? 5 o'clock, so I've been going a couple of hours. I'm even more orange now. I've absolutely no idea what's going on with the colour and stuff. It's a healthy glow, I guess. I didn't ask for a healthy glow, but I've got a healthy glow. Just grab some of these. That buff. Actually, let's go and have a look at our titanium. How much have we got? And where is it? It's somewhere near the science, isn't it? Oh, how much science are we producing? So still oodles of stuff left. So we could actually probably do more. In fact, let's look at our production graphs. What we can do, unless if I haven't favorited them already, here we go. So we can set these as favorites, and we don't really need to because they're all together. But we can have a look and see what the favorites are. So we are only making 60 a minute, and we're consuming 100 and odd a minute. Is that now? Let's put that to now. Yeah, so we're consuming them at twice the rate we're producing them. But of course we had great big, stacks which we made while we weren't doing any research. And all the researches we were doing were small, so I'm not too fussed about that. And as I say, we'll get these are only buffs really, so it doesn't matter how long they take. And when they're done, we can just leave it to build up and continue building up the buffer, because what we want to do is make all of our belts and stuff, and we don't really need any more stuff. Oh, look at that. We are extremely low. Okay, so what I'll do then, end the episode by dashing off to our... Not everything's going to fit in there, is it? Our other planet. Do I want to take anything with me? Do I want to transport anything over there? I mean, we could take some of them, just to make our life easier. Okay, so what we'll do then, so we'll end the episode by flying back and forth. We'll only need to do it a couple of times because we've now got gigantic inventory. I was just trying to see where I'm heading. So sort of that way, okay. Right. So off we go then. So, as I say, where's our... Where's that? No, that's... no. Where are you? Number 4, there you go. So let's blast over. So there you go. So last episode, when I was going back and forth, I could only do 1,000 meters per second. That was a max speed, and whatever buff we've done had given us a boost to the speed, because we haven't done these yet. So which is it that buffs your own solar sail speed? Is it the drive engine? Ah, this is it. This is the one. Oh, that's warp. That boosts your sail speed. Okay, so it's not these that buff the mecha. Okay. Okay. Good to know. Honestly, absolutely no idea why I'm orange. I just am orange according to this. I think with a green screen thing, it's a lot more to do with the fact it's not lit properly. Bang! There we go. Cool. So, where's that? There it is. Where's that thing? Yeah, I think the green screen... It's not really a screen, it's like a sheet, basically. But I think you have to light it so that it's a nice and consistent colour. Because otherwise you have to put, like, your chroma keying has to be like, you know, have a greater sort of buffer on it, you know, like a, not buffer, margin of error on it, so it's looking at across a greater spectrum of colour range. But then that starts to interfere with you know, because it picks up greens or, you know, near greens for you as a person. Right, now I need to put... I do have a chest, don't I, with stuff in it. Here we go. I need to put these in here first. Okay. So... So you see, we've got It's not really 2 chests, was it? It was like 1 and what's that? 2/3, a half, 2/3. So to fill up all 4 of our things, we're going to need to do, and one's not really empty, so probably need, oops, 3 trips maybe. Whoops. Where are we going? There we go. Yeah, so if you're watching this, I've not had any concurrent viewers, so no worries. But yeah, if you're watching this on playback, some of my episodes randomly get, you know, a dozen or so views. So if you are watching this on playback, then there's a whole series where I'm going through the game. I'm trying to explain things as I understand them as I go through. So it's taken a little while, but you know, we're only, what's this, episode 7, is it? And the first 2 were a bit of a write-off. You could probably avoid watching them, but yeah, we're not doing too bad in terms of progress. And this map, I've done very little off-stream stuff. Try not to run out of juice. So yeah, so if you did want to watch along, as it were, crash, then I'm trying to stream this for 2 hours every Monday, Thursday, and Friday. Really, really enjoy it. I think it's a great game. Probably would have, this series would be a lot smoother if I'd, you know, played the game through and then started a series. But you know, I wanted to sort of learn on stream and also learn how to stream. So I need. Are they not? Oh, there is a power thing. Here we go. I say I've learned all sorts, except why I'm orange. But yeah, so I'm enjoying the game. Gonna keep going, even if nobody watches. But if you did want to watch, then I aim to stream at 3 PM GMT for 2 hours on Monday, Thursday, and Friday. It's probably a bad time to stream, I think. I don't think that's a good slot for streaming. I think mostly because the audience is, for most YouTube content, tends to be in the US or the Europe. Where the heck am I going? Here we go. And of course in Europe it should be after normal work, not when I finish work. So it should really be 6 o'clock, I suppose I should stream. And then that's closer to sort of when Americans are waking up, well, having lunch breaks and stuff like that. But whatever, I'm not too fussed about all that. But yeah, if you are watching this, say, on playback, hello. Feel free to leave a comment. Tell me just how badly I suck at the game. But yeah, if you want to come back, watch a stream live or watch another episode on playback, there's a playlist for that. I say I'll watch live. Say hello in the chat. Then that would be much appreciated. and I would be glad to say hello. I don't think I'm very YouTuber, am I? Kind of failing at the whole slap like now and what is it? No, smash like now and beat the subscribe button to death and all this sort of stuff they wibble on about. Where the heck is my stuff? Oh, no. There we go. Oh no, that's my power. I am making solar panels over here, aren't I? Not just making... So that's... Yeah, here we go, solar panels. How many got? Oh, it won't tell me. Okay. Because solar energy ratio is only 52%, so wind would actually probably be better here. Could I make some wind as well? So I could, I think, couldn't I? Because I've got iron plate coming in. I've got copper. Yeah, so I could make some... Oops. Okay. Could make some solar panels as well. Wind, you know, turbines as well. Cool. So let's take all of that. And all of that. Oh, most of that. I'm gonna head back again. Just looking again at that preview thing, why the hell it's showing me a quarter of the screen? I don't know. There's nothing. I can't see any settings wrong on OBS, but then I'm not OBS's biggest fan. It's a bit, I don't know, bit not user friendly. I mean, it's free, obviously, so difficult to criticise it, but feels like things could be a lot better explained in it. Let's slow down so we don't accidentally zip past. Okay, but don't stop me from crashing into my planet. Because we're running out of power now. That's very annoying. That thing coming up basically screwed me. Because I ended up slingshotting past our home planet. Here we go. This is okay. Right. Got no juice. Let's get a bit of power on board. And then see if we can't fly over to where we need to be. So fill that one up. So how are we doing? We got sort of full one, mostly full, half full, full. So we got... Actually, if I take them out of there and put them in there. Can I stack some more on? No, that's our max stack size for the moment. So yeah. So there's about a chest's worth needed. In fact, can we do more vertical stacking? Oh, we can. In fact, we can do 3 more. Crikey. Let's do 1 more. Whether that'll finish by the time we do a round trip, I'm not sure. But we'll do another. We'll go over there in the assumption that we will. Oh, have I got? No, I haven't. I didn't charge up, did I? If we... Okay, let's charge up. Don't want to head off into space without any juice. And I also, well, I'll do it in a moment. I want to grab some more. Is there no carbon nearby? Ah, there's some there. There we go. If it's done the entire stream at a quarter size, I'm not going to be pleased. Actually, let's take 4. Okay. There we go. Whoops. Where are you? There you are. I haven't actually got to another star system yet in my test map. I have built some warp cores, but I haven't used them yet. I'm not quite sure how they work. I think it's just like a high-speed version of the, this basically. I think. So you could go at a much higher speed, basically. But it sort of operates in a very similar way. Let's try and land somewhere near where we need to be. Cool. So we were going to assume that another full load of titanium would be okay. I think we should be alright. I think the research should be done. by the time we get back, so we can stack a couple of extra. Well, a couple of extra chests on. I think I'm going to rename this to Graphene actually, this stream. If I can do that quickly. No, I'm going to miss my planet if I do. Save. And slow down. We're out of power. And we've flown past. Okay. Oh! And we've accidentally gone into orbit around our gas giant. Okay. That'll teach me for trying to... Where the heck is the planet? Oh. Planet ice giant approached. Where the heck is our... So we're on the opposite side to where we want to be, but we're sort of heading over there. These are really disorienting, the gas giants. Really easy to get lost as you're going around these. So have I got enough juice to lift off? Well, I can only give it a go. So we don't need to go very quick. Right. So that'll teach me for trying to be smart. It does try and insert you into an orbit. It's just I find it easier to crash land, basically. There we go, vertical construction. Just get a bit of juice and then drop these off. Okay, let's go and find our research. So, oh, that one's nearly full. That one was the one we need to top up. You're full. You're mostly full. So if we grab all of our stuff, perfect. Come here. Grab all of our stuff. Pop one of you on top. And pop all of you in. I might keep a couple of stacks just in case. I need to sort this chair as well. Okay, so that's a good chunk of titanium to keep our researches going. There is no... I've not stacked up any research. We should build the things we want to build. In fact, should we do the buffs again? Oh, so that requires interstellar logistics. It didn't say that before, did it? Because this is buffing the logistics system, the interplanetary ones. It didn't say that, so it must pop that up only when it becomes a viable research thing. Okay. Oh, it's not a problem, but I say it definitely didn't say that when I looked at them the first time. Not to say that's a problem, but yeah. Okay, so next time we will build, if I remember, we will build our whole production area for logistics items that will also include quite a few of these basic components, so it'll act as a sort of mall area for most of the things we need, and then I imagine that'll take all of the stream next time. But if not, I'll also build some of these power things. These basically, that one, and that one. In fact, I might actually go and build those on the other planet, maybe. Not sure. But our next goal will be to power up our ice giant, I think. That's our next sort of big goal. So that it's ready, and we're ready for these planetary logistics systems. Actually, we could do that. I could start that research, couldn't I? What's that? Particle container. That's the research I could do next. Is that under that one? I'm sure it's over here somewhere. Ah, there we go. Magnetic particle trap, particle container. So we could set that going. And we will get that done next time. But yeah, so if you've been watching on playback, because no one's watching now. I shouldn't say that sort of stuff. But yeah, been watching. Thanks for doing so. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it was interesting and you might have learned something. If not, tell me how bad I'm doing in the comments. Maybe come back for another one if you did enjoy it. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time. Cheers.